has been circulating in northern Uganda, about around Judas rap knowledge and Honorable Minister Dr. Abel Lillian, the let me say current woman MP of Kitgum, and and the elected woman MP of Kitgum. There are a lot of news circulating, and this time around, bitter words have been uttered out. Guys are talking bitterly. Some of them are giving positive, but the fingers are seriously finger pointing at Judas the rap knowledge. He calls himself Lavome Yuda dong lok non tika non dong lok tika donya de kom Lavome Yuda dong matino tino ero loke dong petino wa loke dong madon mo madon ka ino dire chok kilo noni kai keruchi yetwerka wanyobe. And of course, you are watching Western Television. Saj MC remains my name, the only guy that speaks in capital letter, each and every single time. When we come, we make sure that we give you all the tips, the celebrity gossip, we give you all the locals within the entertainment industry that is circulating. But so, how about you? Where are you catching us from? Wherever you're catching us from, stay tuned to Western Television, because more will be coming your way in this style. We give it to you full package. There's nothing like beating around the bush, because this is a chuku chuku. Chuku chuku means everything when it comes to music itself. A lot of music has been dropping. I've seen this year, the year has begun really so good, whereby, why am I saying so good? It's because the guys that whom we thought could not, whom we thought that they have already rested, in the music, they are still, they have started telling us that, when you go mute musically, it does not mean that you are totally off completely in music. But no. But I'm telling you this. It's so surprising that the legendary guys are coming out with good quality music, though the music itself, when you listen to the music, it direct, the diversion of the music itself gives you a clear view that this person sang about this one here sang about that. But good enough that it's all about entertainment. It's what you portray out there, what you give to the people out there. Those are the stamps that signifies you as an entertainer. Saj MC, and of course you are watching us on Star Times, the channel 477, and on Zuku Satellite, the channel 3, Zuku Satellite channel 0073, Azam TV channel, that is 369. With God grace, before the end of the year, before you know it, we might jump on the multi choice, and then we can be also getting us live, maybe on Go TV, something like that, DSTV. That is with all your prayers and combined together with our prayers, that's when we can get that. But for now, you can as well get us on YouTube. You can tune to your YouTube right now, in case maybe your yaka or when a record, it's warning you. Make sure you charge your phone so that once the power goes off, you can still be on, with Western Television. And as we split down the entertainment news, each and every single Wednesday, we do always talk less. We play a lot of music. We do play a lot of music. What do I mean by playing a lot of music? We at times we do, let me say, we do the top 20 countdown. But of course, if need be, we give it to you full package, whereby we play for you the music, your own favorite music. That is what we always do each and every single Wednesday. Meanwhile, we also cut across, we skip in, with the celebrity gossip, what is circulating around the news, the celebrity news within West Nile sub-region. And of course, Saj MC remains my name. Let's go for a music break. We have a new music released video, that is Okeng Bontown. He just dropped the song this very morning, and if to calculate right now, I think it's around 9 hours. Yeah, he dropped it 9 hours ago. So Wek Iwa means that leave it for us. Time will come when you will listen to that song. Where eno cha eno ko o chido ibina eno cha eno where eno mo Okeng Bontown where eno kai tinga mo ma analyzing way ni nyero beruka booming kona mo wa style beruka booming kona mo keno style. But of course I will be giving you all the full details about the song, maybe the saga that is happening, whatever saga that is happening in Gulu. When you talk about Northern Uganda is very broad. Northern Uganda is big because West Nile itself is in Northern Uganda. So when you talk about Northern Uganda, you are taking it very broad. But of course, I'll be giving you the news, the celebrity gossip that is happening, what is currently trending in Gulu as a city. See you after the music break. Okengbon Town for you there. Okengbon Town is saying that if you know that you cannot maintain the beauty of the woman, just let it, leave the woman for those ones who can maintain, the beauty. Women's, according to Okengbon Town, that in the song, he calls himself a teacher, a teacher, that's how he calls himself. According to that song, what he's trying to insinuate is that women need money. When you don't have money, you don't need to waste a woman's time. And if you cannot maintain the beauty of a woman, you leave it for those ones who can do it, And away from that, remember, this song he just releases it's around 10 hours now. Yeah. Since morning, he released this song around morning. It was around 9, something, yeah, with 8, 9 there. That's when he dropped the song on his YouTube channel. So I took it upon ourselves that, we as Western Television, we never, this is one of the baddest producers around, the boy, the CEO, the thing, he does not want to be left alone. Let me say, he doesn't want to be left behind. That's why we chose to play the song today. Because I know so many people did not come across by this very particular song. Now that wherever you're watching it from, I believe that you can as well now get into his YouTube channel and you subscribe and also download and you listen to the song, you watch the music video. But remember this same Okengbon Town who tried giving advice, before he released the song over the week. He gave an advice to my brother, that is Judas Rap Knowledge. That Judas Rap Knowledge, if he does not have the money right now as it is now, he should let the Honorable Minister Abe alone. He should let her be alone. Because, a lot has been circulating in the music industry of Gulu itself. The Gulu music industry, we all know that last month, the social media has been stormed, everybody talking about, Abe, Honorable Minister Abe, Lillian, and with the proposal of Judas Rap Knowledge. But now, Judas Rap Knowledge, por dokatar pemer wajani en Judas Rap Knowledge wajani en kikome peber kami chal ki dana danti kanu no chal ki kola ko video mo la ko chal mo kama gikwanye chal mo keni computer keni gikwanye chal pa Judas gi kero kage kwal chal pa Judas kage kero kiman inoni pa bebe gi kero kenyo jo er ka local bloggers and man ki the writers. They are the one who have been circulating all these things. But according to Judas Rap Knowledge, that he didn't say anything bad. As being an elder in the music industry, Boss Miko team could not watch. Because remember back then during the primary election, we had Janet Priska, Judas Rap Knowledge, the Vome, Kumalame Uganda. These were the right hand side of Boss Miko team. These were the people who were moving with Boss Miko team for the campaign, the primary election, because they were all there in the camp to help the guy. So in that, as being an elderly person in the music industry, trust me, you won't sit down and watch a fellow musician be taken down, for this because of these minor things. You won't sit down. So Boss Miko team went ahead. Because he's one kind of a guy who, before he does anything, he first thinks. Yeah. So this is the guy who went ahead after observing, collecting all the data, what guys have been talking about, the two partners, Abe, and not partners, but let me say the talking point. Honorable Minister Abe Lillian of Woman MP of Kitgum and Judas Rap Knowledge, the Akbar, the Vome Komalame Uganda. So a lot have been circulating on the social media, TikTok, the bloggers, these bloggers, most especially Spraga Promotion was one of the guy, one of the blogger who, was, let me say, not only him alone, but as being somebody who is known, definitely when you put yourself in front of something, you'll be the first person. When it comes to calling names, your name will be the first person. Your name will be the first name to be called. So he tried advising these people, but telling them that, you see, Honorable Minister Abel Lillian, she has a family, she has kids, she has a husband. So this man, Judas Rap Knowledge, should stop circulating all those things, all the news. But now, the other way around, Judas Rap Knowledge wasn't pleased with with the brother giving him such kind of advice, so he had to go also. He went ahead also and recorded a video telling Boss Miko team, if he had wanted to advise him, he would have called him, not going on TikTok. Going on TikTok, talking, bitter words on TikTok, you should have come to him. So Boss Miko team, as being an elder person, he didn't also say, Boss Miko, he's one Kibriti guy, just like a matchbox. Kibriti, ika achiti dudini petro katet ati dabele Boss Miko team ika tini dudini bon dabele mi odobele achi odobele diada. So Boss Miko team this time around, he acted gently and he replied him in a very amicable way, of which me myself, I wouldn't say that Boss Miko did the wrong thing. Boss Miko team, as being the youth leader, let me say the leaders of the youths, and he has the right to advise these artists. He has the right to advise them. But of course, some of these artists, they take things, jokingly. But now, Honorable Minister Bill, you can imagine that, really, I don't know whether he did research about the lady or not. That's what I didn't know. But of course, if he had done some research about Honorable Minister Abel Lillian, I think he wouldn't have come up with such kind of thing. Social media itself, they have a lot of the ingredients. Yeah, they can make things look real in the eyes of other people, but in the other way around, it tarnishes the image of so many people. Sometimes, if let me say the ethics, if you don't use the real ethics of journalism or of publicity, you'll, trust me, at the end of the day, you'll end up messing up every single thing. So many people have been giving advice to my brother Judas Rap Knowledge, but he seems not to be taking it positively. He's taking it the other way around, that maybe people are looking at him. People do things. A lot of things always happen. But when you're given the right path to go, giving you an advice, you should first sit down and analyze the kind of advice that you are being given. If it's worthy, then you have to. But for now, as we speak right now, the eyes are on the media personalities, eyes are on the bloggers. When you post anything, because police, as it stands right now, police are already involved in the issue. A billy don't look on you. Kay dano mete dokipog, minister, honorable minister, abe, ti dano madit. Make tika chonye be, kagi mini pen, ki paper mo weka chonye. Ni pen beberuka katem beruka complaining. Pen will also complain that this thing is too heavy, The ink itself will even complain. So the whole honorable minister and the woman MP. So sometimes we should learn how to, before you jump into something, analyze and do the research about that. So as we speak right now, how do you think that the family of Honorable Minister Abel feels? They feel so bad. Not only her, though she has been quiet, her keeping quiet meaning that she's trying to protect the dignity. They're trying to prove to people that she's not this type of a person, who yaps anyhow. She's a minister and she has to act like one. And that is exactly how she has been acting. But my brother Judas Rap Knowledge is not taking it positively. And yet so many advice have been coming from different corners. Even Janet Priska. But I love the fact that Janet Priska, she came up openly trying to plead with the Honorable Minister Abe, because when you follow the interview of this guy, he was just appreciating the beauty of the woman, of the minister, of which he added it that if so he added that salt of his that he wishes, he's just trying to wish something, that he wished that he should also get closer to this beautiful, adorable female, let me say, minister from northern Uganda, so that he will also be rubbing shoulders with the ministers. Just to give an example, Eddie Kenzo has been an example to so many of the artists. When they are doing something, they first give an example with Eddie Kenzo. They give Eddie Kenzo as an example. But it's good sometimes to do that kind of thing. So before you do it, know the right thing. Nenkong mo pinyango ma yini bechika timu kai neno le mania yini bechika timu ni obechi beru ngole mo kuma ber iwe kule mene beru ukatu wacha na kana kia onying minister kia kende inwa ya kia onying kende kalamu de beru ko complain ke pijene mene pek kumeni pi nying chete cha uti nying ma pek nying ne ma pek mo ko neno nying ma pek igine ke nying na gitie nying ma peking on mi itenge ma mi ko malumi Uganda ka tenge ma malumi Uganda ka nying ma pek ma dongo no gitie donc gamin no ne kama poli nangi che iti ngo step mi shido ko go bijaka neno umaki ikine ni rigirki le ma be tika temne ebe tika belu ebe tika kilelembe mokunyo ngo chala mabo wechi ko woni ni ne dana muteka posting lembe ikom abe honorable minister Abel Lilian yiko Judas Rap Knowledge police udar pinimondo ile jube kordong. Then AI video going don't you tell me check people do things then they after doing it they say this is an AI video, this is an AI photo, this is an AI this and that, and yet AI did not even invite you to go there, but you also go there to pick those things. But as it stands right now, police that are Penemondo, they are fully forced in that. So you as a blogger, you as a comedian, you as a TikToker, whatever you're going to TikTok right now, be very careful, because it shall be used against you. Remember last week, Bebe also did say something, that we should use these social media platforms to make money. We should not use this social media platform to create envy amongst us. Let's use it to make money. But of course, as it stands right now, any mistake done by any person, trust me, it will be now the police that will get themselves involved in that. Comedian Bontown, watch on here. Dan when you come up with work, let me give bange. Don't go wait in where. Okeng Bontown decided to tell these people musically that you people, if you know you cannot manage, just leave it. Those who can manage, they can come in. Remember, he also contested, but he failed. He did not go through as chairman. He also contested in leader, but he didn't go through. That's why he also tried giving advice to the artists that the reason that's why he contested, it's because he does not want to live only the Muyai life of singing. You wake up in the morning, you go and you sing, you keep on singing. He wanted to create the connection. He wanted to get some connection. Like connecting with other type of people, the government officials. He gave an example, but God forbid that if I'm told he happens to pass on right now, he wants people who will be coming for his burial should be, this is not my word. This is Okeng Bontown's word, that if in case he happens to, to pass on, then the type of people, there should be types of people who will be coming. They should be the government officials, from the presidential office who will be coming. They should be also this one, the entertainers, they should also be coming, of which he did not say anything wrong. But of course, he already had footsteps. He had already laid the bricks, given himself. He has already prepared for himself a way of which maybe in the next term he can go through. But of course, it also needs a lot of work. I made to teach my dit sana mumako itim le kauga mulginen. Nimeru kumen lema duomu teka binu, and of course, so many things. We have a lot of celebrity news, and over the weekend we had our brother, that is Eddie, Easy the Lyrical. He visited one of the referral hospital, Gulu Referrals Hospital. I will be giving you the details in the second hour of the show. And then also Lil Square saga with a girlfriend. Lil Square saga with a girlfriend. Fortunately, the lady decided to come out and expose every single thing, how they started and how they got to. I'll be giving you all these in the second hour of the show. But for now, it's a Wednesday that we always make sure that I will give you a lot of music. In case it's not the top 20, we play good music. And this time around, we're going to be playing something from Slim Diva. That is Warombo Kuritap Abelu Parakuperi Urombo. And then we shall be having something from D-Wine Cabana. And then also we shall be cutting across, getting you something maybe from Lucky D, Bad Mind, something like that. And then Laximova we shall be giving you the one from Laximova, and that is Starboy Jr. Then when we bounce back after that music, then we shall be able to give you the remaining gossip, talking about the visiting of the Gulu Referrals Hospital, and then that is Easy the Lyrical. Then Lil Square saga with a girlfriend. Keep it liked on West Night Television, but for now, let's first go for a music break. Baby Warombo Abelu Parakuperi Urombo Tap Slim Diva right there on your screen. Keep it right there. Each and every single time. But of course, that was a request from one of the viewers. I don't know, actually, you didn't tell us where you're calling from, but of course, we appreciate your contribution in this very particular show. Sanjay MC remains my name. The only guy that speaks in capital later, West Nile Finance MC. That is all AKA. AKA the capital guy, the only guy that speaks in capital later, AKA West Nile Finance MC. But of course, another you're going to find MC, AKA West Nile Television. We always give it to you each and every single time in full package. Thank you so much for contributing in this very particular show, this very evening. Make your day be blessed, as usual. Every single day. But I remember telling you that when I bounce back, I will be giving you the story about a Lil Square saga, the girlfriend. But of course, a Lil Square, as it stands right now, before Valentine, before Valentine, it was a day before Valentine. That's when this lady recorded a video. A lady recorded a video, a lady who is living abroad as we speak right now. And I remember last year, sometimes back when the lady had an accident. By then, they were not having that emotional kind of feelings. When the lady got an accident, and this is the same Lil Square who gave it all to the lady. Lil Square gave his all time. He dedicated his time to the lady when the lady was on her sick bed. She had broke her leg. So Lil Square was there for this lady. We could see the post and the rest of the things. But as it stands right now, taking care of the lady, turn into emotional kind of feeling, something like that. Not to the extent that they fell in love. They fell in love. You see, love comes in different angles. You may find somebody, you'll be riding your bike there, you knock a beautiful woman, or a beautiful woman knocks you knocks you with a car, takes you to the hospital. We have seen the movie, the Nigerian movie of those days. You find out somebody is moving around. Yeah, somebody is moving around, then you knock the person. The person knocks the person, then from there you take the person to the hospital. After taking the person to the hospital, that's when the emotional feeling starts building itself. So we have seen a lot of that. But now, whatever happened in darkness, sometimes I do not like things that happens in darkness, because it happens in darkness when things goes wrong. That's when it always comes into a public eye. So the saga between the girlfriend of Lil Square, and as we speak right now, they have separated. But maybe we don't really know whether it's maybe to look for fame, something like that, create talkability. But I love the fact that they have something to be talked about. That's what West Nile here don't do. West Nigeria, when a celebrity happens to get a problem with a girlfriend, all they do is that they keep quiet. They don't want even people to know about it. You know, we have seen a lot of things, such kind of thing happening, but they don't pop nose on such kind of things. But of course, all in all, that's all I can tell you about that. But celebrities' life. So many are saying that you see, celebrities are always being blamed, most especially the socialite, the artists, the MCs, the presenters. They're always being talked ill about when it comes to relationship bit of it. But people get it wrong sometimes. In our language, they say that but of course, so it's time we, the socialite, the artists, you need to make up your names. You know, you need to rebuild your name so that you can be given some good paint, not black one, at least some white and some good colors that can also represent you as a person. Away from that, Easy the Lyrical visited over the week. Easy the Lyrical visited Gulu Referral Hospital. As Easy for him is a charity guy. He gives charities to people who need the help. So over the week, Easy the Lyrical Gulu Referral Hospital. He was praying. I saw a video of him praying for a woman, a very sick woman, praying for her. But of course, all of us, we should join hand and pray to that. And Easy the Lyrical should be so many artists. I do always tell artists that they should take that example, of Easy the Lyrical, so that we can build this, we can build this fame game. With people like Easy the Lyrical, if we have 5 of them involved in such kind of thing, trust me, the name that have been painted black, and whatever, will be at least given another polish, not always black each and every single time. So it's a good thing. You, the artist, you, the famous guy, make sure that you go, give the charity, give reason to people to talk about you. You understand? But of course, Easy the Lyrical, round of applause to you. May God abundantly give you, pocket your money. Let me say, bless your pocket abundantly, so that you can do better thing than that you have just than the one that you have been doing back then. May He give you the courage to do more of all these. For God and my country, CHUKU CHUKU is my name. But of course, to all the guys who have been watching us right from the beginning till this time, most especially, shout out to the person who gave us a call and requested for Andona's song, of which it played. But of course, I'm going to be leaving you in the hands of the news. But before that, keep it locked on Western Television, and the song that I will be leaving you with, I believe that producer, the baddest boy, CEO, the thing you're going to be playing, you're going to play for me something nice from D-Wine Cabana as I set off the studio. Still, tomorrow, that is Thursday, CHUKU remains my name, the only guy that speaks in capital later. Keep watching Western TV on Star Times, the channel 477, Zuku Satellite channel 0073, and Azam TV on channel 369. You can as well follow us on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and you can share your views. You can give us calls and you tell us what you feel like should be done, and that you just tell us anything. From me to you, so bye-bye. See you till tomorrow, same time, same television.
Yeah, Mr. Original, D-Wine Cabana, yeah. Kumabo,